What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, you know me, I'm Papa Bear, but I want to talk bullish for a second and ask the question out loud. Have we seen the bottom for SPS now that we know that SPS Staking Rewards will be going live later this week on July 6th during that maintenance window? Now, again, I don't, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling anybody to go out. I'm not even saying that SPS is going to go to the moon. What I primarily want to focus on is the simple fact that we've seen SPS jump up significantly, right? We're up 4.5% or 4.2% on the 24-hour, but more specifically, we were at like 1.8 cents earlier. And when you think about the fact that we bottomed out around like the 1.5 cent range, we're up 20% since that time. And that may not seem like a lot, especially in crypto, but I would say that that is significant for where SPS has been over the last, really since it launched, right? It's just been on a steady downcline, downward or decline, I should say, since then. So we're now at a place where it will be required in order to earn in the game. And when you think about the fact that there's several ways to earn in the game, you can get it through guild brawls, you can get it through ranked play, which is what we're talking about, and then of course tournaments. There's still other ways in which people receive SPS that have nothing to do with gameplay. For example, right, no licenses, SPS staking, right, actually staking and the staking rewards, and then of course liquidity pools. So I don't necessarily want to touch those, but I do want to recognize that investors may still be selling from those three items. But for players like myself, like many others who are looking at the chart that was released and wanting to get the best multiplier, or at least maintain that 10x multiplier, there may be less sell pressure on SPS now. And the thing is, the sell pressure, people always talk about value extraction and try to point fingers. It might not even be that. There's a lot of people who take SPS because that is the reward token given to them, and then go sell it for DEC and buy more cards and more assets in game. I wonder how much of that is going to stop now, simply because of the fact that people will no longer be trying to level up their deck if they can't even earn the rewards they need for where their deck level is at now. Meaning that if you're playing, like, for example, should I be trying to max out my deck for champion if I can't even get all the rewards in diamond? Probably not. So, if other people are feeling that way, they're going to start stacking SPS, or slowly, we should say, sell less of the SPS that they earn for cards. Again, we'll have to see how that all shakes out, but so far, I would say that we're on a pretty good trajectory right now. Granted, I do think everything is just still speculation right now. People who are buying right now are speculating, thinking that once the rewards go live, or once the staking requirement goes live, if we see a bump in rewards, if we see cheap SPS available to rent, this could be something where the whole economy is going to be disrupted by this, because people are going to look at that and say, how can I maximize my rewards? For example, for myself, playing in Diamond 2, how much is it going to cost me to rent the amount of SPS I need to get to the 13.3 maximum multiplier? I don't know, but that's definitely something that I'm going to look into and potentially consider. So all of a sudden, there's an increased demand for me, whether I'm going out buying the SPS myself or looking to rent it. And that's going to happen across the entire player base. I've already talked at length about the bots and stuff. So, we'll see how that shakes out. But the fact that lower level accounts or farming accounts that tend to go higher will no longer be able to receive all the rewards that they need, I think is going to be huge. But I've covered that previously. Now, the other argument for this has nothing to do with the SPS staking, or at least it's an extension in terms of what else is there down the line. Well, we know there's tower defense, we know there's the modern bot proposal, and of course, land 1.5, all of which I'm hoping that we're going to get in the next 2 to 3 months. So if that is going to go live, in addition to the narrative right now around Bitcoin and crypto, with the Bitcoin ETF looking good, at least in the US, or at least, a lot of companies are filing for it, I do wonder, again, if we have hit the bottom, or have seen the bottom for SPS. Where it goes from here, how much demand there'll be, I think there's too many factors that will, that come into play for something like that. If we get an influx of players, if crypto does decide to go on another bull run, which I think we're still, at least a year out from, but if all of that starts to happen, or at least we see a very convincing pump towards the end of the summer, again, we don't know. I have no idea. I'm not trying to make a price prediction here. That's not what we do. This is not financial advice. But again, from a sell pressure standpoint, and then from a demand standpoint, coming up with land and hoping to get DEC to peg, I do wonder if we're going to see or have seen the bottom for SPS. But I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts? How are you guys feeling about this as we move forward? Obviously, you can tell that I'm feeling a little bit more bullish than I normally have been, and I think I'm trying to present the data rightfully so. So we'll see how things play out. But I'm very curious to know how you guys are feeling now about where SPS is at, and if you think that we have seen the bottom or maybe not. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.